This is Electric Universe Eyes, and today I am standing atop Prayer Mountain, and I am on the ridge line. I'm on the ancient fault line, the ridge line that goes up, right, and that splits through Dallas-Fort Worth. You can see way over there, there it is. There's the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Over that way would be Fort Worth. Somewhere back that way would be Dallas. And I live way beyond the other side of that lake, but it's the first time I've been up here. And hopefully I'll find some cool rocks. Let's see what happens. Found some limestone. Got some neat little bubbly holes in it. And top of this rock looks like. Well, here's an interesting looking rock. That's kind of cool. Interesting. I love rock. Here's a treat. I haven't seen one of these guys in a while. I love these lizards. Come here. Look at this guy. He's awesome. See you later, buddy. Look at this huge rock. Look how big this boulder is. That's gigantic. So I started walking down this, I don't know if it's a mountain or hill. To me, it's just a big old Texas hill, but it's a ridge. Let's say that. Anyway, just following this little trail, and I found some cool stuff already. Look at that. Can you see that? That's all crystal structure on the outside of this. Look at that. That's amazing. I found this other one right here. Look at this. I'm gonna have to clean it up, but can you see that in there? Look at that. It's multiple rocks fused with this really weird layer. Look at that. And then this top part looks like it looks like it's just been melted. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna wash this off. I'm gonna keep it, wash it off, and see what it looks like. Man, I bet there's just gems everywhere over here. Just a bunch of aggregate rocks, all kinds of stuff mixed in over here. I was just talking with someone in this area. They said to the east, you dig down about a foot and it's just solid limestone. To the west, where I live, on the other side of that lake I just showed you, it's feet and feet and feet of red clay. You know, maybe I'll throw a map in here. I'll throw a geology map in here to show you that ancient fault line and how things separate. I guess I'm bringing this up because my last experiment, electricity is seeking water, and it there's an alchemical process. It's morphing the material when it zaps it. So I keep seeing in my head the Gulf of Mexico being the source of water and that electric discharge reaching up to where the Rocky Mountains are. Again, it's a very dynamic storm system when this global discharge event was taking place. So this is kind of where my head's at. I'll talk later. I'm gonna keep walking. Let's head down there. All right, I don't know if you can see this, but to me, that looks like an electrical discharge of some sort. And then I found this, which I think is this is probably a fossil of some sort. And what is this? Look at the shape of that thing. And look at that. Oh man, that's a good find too. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's gonna clean up real good. Oh man, it's everywhere. Look at all that. That's some nice quartz. It's like a smoky quartz. But look, that's inside it's like a half geode? What the heck? What am I finding here? What is this stuff? Look. That inside portion again? Dude, what is this? I gotta dig this out right here. Oh. Mosquitoes. Oh, that's a big daddy. Oh man, you know, I bet if I broke this open, I'd see something inside similar to that. Man, I should have brought a bag with me. I didn't know if I would find anything. I expected to find some things, but this is oh man, what are these bugs? All right. Look at this. Look at that, just sitting there. Look at that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Well, I'm gonna have hands to carry all this back. Oh man. I'm gonna have to come back here, I think, one day. What is that? Look what I just found in this little washout. What the heck? Is that a shell? Oh, wow. That's a fossil. Look at that. That's a shell. Man, this stuff is just everywhere. Here's another round egg-looking thing. I'm gonna try to crack this open too. We found something else. Look at that. It's cool. Huge chunks of it over here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh wow. It's crazy hot out here. Oh man, I got more rocks. I keep finding all kinds of good stuff. Look at this. This gigantic, it looks like a round nodule to a degree. Maybe it's been broken off. But check out this, that side right there. Still one here. That looks like that fits right in there like that. wash that off, see what that's like. Man, there's all kinds of good stuff. I just gotta get back to the car before I sweat all of my water out. All right, I think I'm done for today. Just gotta make it back. You know, just when you think you're done and you give up, you find something really amazing. Just look at the pattern of this thing. Look at the back. This was the bottom part. What the heck is going on? I'm gonna wash it off, but wow. Look at that. Wow. I don't know about you, but I think my electric universe geology theory about the area where I live is becoming accurate. I'm sure somebody else will say, no, that was formed by that was formed in the water, under the ocean, millions of years ago. Screw those people. Were you around a million years ago? Because the humans that were around just thousands of years ago, whether it was 13,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, left us lots of records. I just came from a place that has translated, I think they said 1,044 different Bibles around the world. They had all kinds of really amazing artifacts from all over the world, and I got to hang out there, and I was invited back for a grand tour. There was a case that had lots of ancient scriptures, even some original, like leather-bound, you know, old school Torahs, all kinds of cool stuff. So maybe I can get in there and film some stuff one day. All right, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna head back now, unless I find something else amazing like that. Well, there's Prayer Mountain. So it is a mountain. They call it a mountain. That's Prayer Mountain. I was all the way up there, and somewhere in the middle, walking down that other side, is where I found all these specimens. So I'll clean them up and show you. That view. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Terrain up here. There's those big LED towers I was talking about. Not LED towers, those are the big towers for the, you know. Look at how those layers are. You imagine climbing all the way up there? Oh my gosh. Buddy James, don't you do this crazy stuff? The ridge line here. Oh yeah, there's the lake. Nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Just slopes down, right? All those layers, and then it just keeps going down and down and down and down. There's the lake. Okay, so it's now the next day, and these have been soaking in water, and cleaned them off with a plastic bristle brush So get all the dirt off of them. So I wanted to kind of inspect each one of these. I picked each one of these up because I thought there was some sort of significance to it. So this, you can see this layer of crystal on top. I believe it's quartz. I think the rest of this rock is just limestone. But you can see right here on this edge, it changes shape, and then it's just a flat layer of crystal. All right. This is another version. Has this layer all right there is all crystal, and it's just solid on the outside. But then it's got this interesting pattern on the outside. So anyway, let's move on. These aren't the cool ones yet. Here it is. This whole section right here, there you go. You can see that whole top layer crystallized, and there's a boundary in between this limestone and that quartz. Okay. All right, here's a cool piece. Look at that. See that whole vein. Again, when I look at this, it appears to be a limestone. I was just fascinated with the lines that were going through it and how that crystal formed. Again, as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing charge separation, boundary layers. If this was in fact created due to electricity through the ground. Get that wet so you can see it easier, a little easier to see the differences. All right, there you go. You can see that whole top layer right there. What I thought was awesome is that formation. It's kind of in a spiraling pattern there. All right. There's another one. Again, it's kind of got that ribbon style layering with a clear separation of quartz, but it all follows the same pattern. Standard geology will say that crystals are formed within cracks or crevices or spaces, either under extreme heat or pressure. And perhaps that could be true, but extreme heat and pressure is created by electricity and discharge between various potentials. Okay. Here's a larger version of what we just looked at. That's just solid, just a bunch of crystal in there. I really love the layering and this kind of ribbon style look. Look at that. See the difference of the material and how it's built up like this? Here's what's really amazing. Ready? On this side, you see that hole on the bottom? It kind of spirals up like this. There's a kind of a negative aspect there, and look, there's that same style hole like I see when I went down to San Antonio and to Belton, to Killeen. All of those layers of crystallized rock have that in there. Many places I've seen have that. So with electricity, there's entry and exit points, blowout points. And you can see how thick this is and how it's a defined separation of these two layers and how it was built up. So again, I think that was formed with electric discharge through this material. Same with this. And as you saw, I found these in the side of that mountain, which is just mostly dirt, but there was rocks all throughout there. On the east side of that ridge is limestone about a foot down. On the west side is all red clay, just feet and feet of thick red clay. And this is from that hill on that ancient fault line that separates those geological features. This one was pretty awesome. I found this like this. I showed you guys there. Look at the crystals inside. This area right here is just, it almost seems like it was flash heated. And to me it seems like there's filamentary charge separating these. And if we open it up, there's little pockets in there. See the charge separation? Pretty amazing. This was peculiar. I thought this was maybe a fossil of a bone, but it's all just rock. I don't think this is a fossil at all. I think it was just formed like this. Most likely, you know, part of a section that just broke off, going through through the soil. There you go. It's a little smaller version of that kind of columnar ribbon style crystallized rock I was showing you earlier. Here we go. I like the crystal formation on here. Again, kind of moving in a spiral motion, which I would expect from electricity. You know, electricity discharging or moving in opposition of each other in a spiral formation. Reverse directions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This one, you can see, again, kind of moving in a spiraling formation, and you can see that crystal just forming and pinching downward. And you can see the separation of material, and look at these little veins popping out here. It's that same texture that I saw on the outside of like this. That texture there, and then you have crystallization. That seems kind of charred and burnt, and that's just completely crystallized in there. It's a big chunk there. Again, there's that really weird rough material. There you go. You can see these veins right here. And this may be the other half. This seems like it's almost a half geode, and it just blew out this side. This little line right here is kind of crazy. Look, and then it spirals over this way, crosses over here. You have this cross hatching, which electricity will do. So another little piece, that same boundary separation there, and you have this extreme crystallization on this end. This guy I want to crack open. It's either a solid nodule. It's kind of heavy. I think it's solid inside, but I think that's a real thunder egg right there. Look at this guy. I thought this was a turtle shell or something when I saw it in the ground. And just the pattern. The pattern is amazing. Look at that. And look at this side. What is all that? It's pretty much dry now, but look at that. Look, there's that same weird material. Alright. Look at this one now. Bunch of limestone. Kind of seems like an aggregate of... I think it's limestone, I don't know. You know, I don't see any fossils in it, so I can't necessarily say it's limestone, but it sure looks like limestone, minus the fossils, but same style material. But this part's the cool part. You see that? You see how it wraps around in this nice little spiral? Check this out. Let's flip this rock over. You see that? See that separation there? So is classic geology telling me that this was a rock that was split open and then minerals seeped through to form that layer? That then come over here and turn into this? Or is this better explained by electric discharge on a global scale, reaching out to all the continents of the world during a massive catastrophe in ancient times, and this being formed at the same time that that lake and that ridgeline was being formed? And this is just a record of that. That's what I think. Okay? I'm going to show you this other crazy rock right here. Look at this. Look. It's that same weird material separating these layers. Look at these lines. Look at how the shape and the pattern changes. Here's the bottom. Just looks like a normal rock. But check this out. It's all split on top. This looks like right here just was extremely hot. And just kind of bubbled that surface up. Right there, maybe being a filament that was reaching out. That looks like a little mini crater. It's kind of raised up some too. Looking at it now, kind of has that hexagonal shape. I saw one of these earlier. It's not, I don't think it's this one, but there were some Lichtenberg fractals coming off of it as well, which again to me appears very electrical in nature. And I'm going to show you this one. This was the last thing I found when I was about to give up. I cleaned it off and got all of that just normal dirt out, and look at the backside. Look at how it's pinching in right there. Look at this. The inside is solid. I believe it's quartz. It's kind of a rosy or a smoky quartz, but look at that. I thought maybe this was a turtle shell, again, like that other big rock, but I don't think so. I don't think this is a fossil at all. I think this was just normal material that had a focused charge, and it made this insane geometric shape. Look at that. Look at that. You see that separation? Right through that line. Have you ever seen anything like this? Because I have not. Look at that. That's all crystal sticking out. That's a ridge of crystal. It's weird. I know there's a few geologists watching this. Have you seen anything like this? Can you tell me what this is? I have no clue. I posted on the Rockhounds forum. Hopefully I'll have an answer soon, but you guys are usually really quick to let me know what some of this stuff is I'm looking at. So I'm an amateur. But I'll tell you what, this looks crazy, awesome, and electrical. I might be totally wrong, but I don't know. that's what I got for you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me again on this video, and drop a like if you like. And if you're not subscribed, I would love to share some of my crazy, insane videos with you in the future. Thanks. Bye.